of a high-tech company, you should check out the York Technology Association. Created to encourage growth in York Region's high-tech sector, this association offers more than just a membership.
First and foremost is networking. That's always the first reason that people join associations, industry associations, and that's to attend luncheons and events that really are of value in terms of building your network of people who you can either do business with or who would be potential business partners on another deal. Second thing, which has traditionally been, is training. Training that's specific to the organization and the industry segment that you belong to. Third reason is becoming a little more valuable now, and it's viewed really by our membership in general, and that is the ability to sit down with peers and discuss common issues. And from that you glean ideas and really programs or policies that you can implement in your organization as soon as you leave the meeting, and it's providing really high value to our organization.
York Tech has been around for close to 25 years. Their membership covers a wide spectrum of business, including companies like IBM. But it's the smaller startup businesses that have the most to gain from joining.
They typically have organizations that are small, under 50 employees. They represent a lot of different aspects of the IT business that's growing here in the York region area. And that means from software to telecommunications to outsourcing companies to really the gamut of IT businesses that are now being successful here and worldwide. And they're typically looking for ideas and focus in terms of how do they grow their organization. So the focus is usually top-line oriented in terms of revenue generation, but it's also in terms of we're in a very competitive labor market, so a lot of the things they're looking for is how do I attract and retain staff and those sorts of things, because as you can imagine in a smaller organization, the same as a larger organization, a smaller organization is very dependent on the talent that they are able to attract and keep and help them grow.
A clear benefit of joining the York Technology Association is the opportunity to meet other members of the high-tech community. Peer groups allow for discussions of issues and ideas that affect this industry.
I think the thing that's happened over the last 3 or 4 years that's really facilitating that sharing of information, which you just possibly can't do on your own. I grew up in a large organization, and there was always somebody down the hall that you could go and discuss an issue with. You got a particular problem in your business that you could exchange ideas with and get that input in terms of what your recommendation should be, or even what the options you should be looking at in terms of solving a particular business problem. When you're in a small company, there isn't necessarily that person down the hall that you can go and share ideas with and get input from as readily, somebody who has similar experience in the kind of decision you're trying to make. So the peer groups, which are really the core of the YTA now, gives a CEO or gives a CFO or gives an operations manager or an HR person the opportunity to sit in a room once a month and share those issues which they are struggling with as a business, and get some input from people who are facing probably very similar kinds of decisions around the table.
With regular networking and educational events and a mandate to help tech companies grow and succeed, the York Technology Association offers great value for anyone who's in a high-tech business.
We are growing. We added the most new members last year than we have in recent history, and it's because of the value that members are experiencing when they join the YTA.
Big Fish Video Productions.